Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have taken my sister's wedding and I have upped it to my level of editing for my YouTube video. Please enjoy Promise and Tarek Elwaseif's wedding.
You don't have to sleep with him the first night.
I did not want to put my virgin on the World Wide Web.
Hope I don't have a panic attack. I have never been alone with a man before. Never.
Oh, get a little closer.
For me, an arranged marriage is perfect.
Oh my God.
Miss Moody, I'm 19 years old and I'm a medical assistant in an OBGYN office. My mother and my family grew up Catholic.
I was raised Catholic. My uncle's a Catholic priest. But I just felt like there was just something missing. And I found the answers in Islam.
When Promise was 6, she followed her mother and converted to Islam.
The religion came natural to me, like it was a part of me already.
What do we do?
I think I was 11 when I started putting the hijab on. The hijab covers my hair, and then the abaya is to cover my shape, which is also a big part of Islamic custom.
In 14 days, Promise will embark on another custom practiced by some Muslims. Arranged marriage.
You're with the wedding party?
Yes.
Are you the bride?
Yes,
Perfect.
The true Islamic way of arranged marriages is when the girl is ready to start looking for a prospect or a husband, they would go to their parents.
4 years ago, Candy married a Muslim man. He adopted Promise and her sister.
I can't think of anybody in this world other than my parents that know what's best for me.
They say to break them in because all the dancing people usually do at weddings, but you're not going to be doing any dancing. Promise came to me when she was 15 and wanted to get married. We started with networking with friends and family. After we had exhausted 2 or 3 years of that, then we started hitting, Islamic conventions that had matrimonial services. Love, big cathedral trains. Then I thought, okay, let's just, give the internet a try. You really have good taste when you pick these out. The internet was the last option. I did not want to put my virgin on the World Wide Web.
Candy corresponded with over 1,500 interested Muslim men, but only one stood out. A 30-year-old Egyptian PhD student at Rutgers University named Tarek Elwaseif.
Tarek's profile sent an instant signal to me. Then we exchanged some emails. And with every email, he was just always so appropriate. Ta-da!
Oh, that's so cute. They showed me his picture and they said, would you like to meet him? I said, of course.
Promise and Tarek met 1 year ago.
When I was looking for a husband, I told my mother in the beginning, I said I want somebody with green or blue eyes. And I was looking at Tarek and I was like, oh my God, he's got green eyes. He's got what I wanted.
After their first meeting, Tarek and Promise followed traditional Islamic rules of dating. They saw one another only a handful of times.
The rules are you can't be alone together, and there's absolutely no physical contact. We would talk on the phone, but not to where it was a private conversation.
Despite the fact that Promise and Tarek have had limited contact and she has never met his family, 5 months ago Tarek proposed.
He proposed to me on Facebook, and I said yes.
As part of the Islamic marriage contract, Tarek gave Promise a gift of her choice, a traditional American diamond engagement ring.
Are you excited about your wedding?
I can't barely stand straight. I'm happy, but I'm nervous for the mere fact that Tarek and I have only seen each other a few times. Never been anywhere alone with a man before. Nowhere. The arranged marriage was just the perfect fit for me because I knew my mother and my father would pick correctly.
In 4 days, Promise is getting married in an arranged marriage. Her Catholic relatives are in town for the wedding.
What do you have there?
I have no idea. I know this is a grape leaf, and I know this is garbanzo beans. And what is this?
That's called falafel.
Falafel. It's garbanzo beans too.
This wedding experience has been eye-opening, I guess. It's my first chance to be kind of immersed in the Muslim culture, and it's been actually a really good experience. Oh, this is like a herb.
Okay.
No, it's just nice.
When I was a teenager, I was homeschooled. My family never asked me if I had a boyfriend because they already knew that we don't date in our religion.
My initial reaction when my niece told me that she was going to be having an arranged marriage, I was a little hesitant. I perceived it to be that women weren't free to express themselves.
There's a misconception that Muslim women are oppressed. We are not oppressed. Mom.
Yes.
Dad gets in at 9:36. I'm not offended by it. It's just something new and different to them.
And I think this is probably lamb and a chicken. Do you like everything so far? With a little bit of time and a little bit of understanding, we've all, come to know and accept and respect her decision.
Eggplant. My mother always tried to get me to eat eggplant, and I wouldn't eat it. Here I am, 76 years later, eating it.
Love is love, and there's always several means to an end, and ultimately, who cares how you find it as long as you do?
Oh, I love you.
Oh, you too, Grandma.
Feel excited?
Yes.
We're almost there.
Shaking.
Come on, let's go.
Nervous, excited, tired. I've never planned a Muslim wedding, so it was interesting to say the least. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna do a walkthrough of the different rooms and how we're gonna have them set up.
The difference between an arranged marriage and an American wedding is in Islam, we have a lot of restrictions.
This room, is where all the males are going to be.
The men and the women are separate, and the bride isn't seen by anybody other than her female friends and her family and the husband.
So we can go on to the next room and have a look. Whenever she told me that it was an arranged marriage, I definitely had to wrap my brain around it. If my parents tried to arrange a wedding for me, I probably would have looked at them cross-eyed. And so this is going to be your room. Because I realize that no other man is supposed to see you at that time, we'll make sure that either those doors are closed over there, or whatever we have to do to clear this hallway to make sure that there's no incident with that.
Since I've never had another male other than my close family see me uncovered, I think I'll feel really naked, I guess you could say.
So whenever Tarek gets to see you for the first time, my plan is to actually have you standing right here, sort of in the middle of the room, and then I'll have my staff on either side of the door, and we'll open both doors at the same time for kind of a dramatic effect.
When Janelle told me the exact spot that I would be standing when Tarek saw me uncovered for the first time, I was extremely nervous. My hands started sweating. My whole body felt like it was on fire. I'm holding back tears and hyperventilating, and I hope I don't have a panic attack.
You'll be okay. You'll make it through.
Right. I have never been anywhere alone with a man before. Not in a hotel, not in a restaurant, nowhere.
Okay. It's really sweet.
Today, Promise and her family are picking up her fiancé, Tarek, from the airport.
Tarek and I have only seen each other a few times. I was really nervous.
My name is Elwaseif. I'm 30 years old. Came to Austin, Texas to get married here.
Tarek lives in New Jersey, where he is a student at Rutgers University. After he and Promise are married, she will move out of her mother's home and into his apartment.
As a Muslim, for me a good match means a modest, innocent girl. So it was a very big surprise for me to find someone like Promise here in America.
First step towards Promise. Yeah, fantastic feeling.
Nice to meet you finally.
Yeah, finally. Yeah.
Likewise.
She's been nervous on the way here.
I was like tense and my nerves were like going in which way direction. They were like wanting to go out the window.
Now you're all quiet.
As always, you know. Don't stare at me. I'm nervous.
I'm looking at the wall.
Very nervous, very nervous. You cannot imagine. It's scary. The night before the wedding, I met Lee and we went to the shopping place.
I drive and I take the bus in.
Tarek's family could not get U.S. visas to attend the wedding. Instead, his friend Lee will be there on his behalf.
After in the wedding day, promise, and I could be the one for the first time.
Alright, so we gotta get some stuff then for the first evening together.
Promise is very nervous because she wasn't with a man alone before.
I would get it. I'll get some flowers. Flowers always work for me.
So I want to buy some stuff to give there after the wedding, just to make her feel comfortable.
What about a nice candle, like, what's that? Romantic.
Really?
Candle.
It works. I definitely don't know everything about her yet. You know, I know the general picture about her, but the specific stuff I don't know.
What's her favorite color? This one. Oh, yeah, you know that. Yeah. Are you sure you know that's her favorite color?
To be honest, I didn't know what to get for her.
You know, she likes like something fancy like that. Cherry and almond. Kind of romantic.
I think she'll like something like that.
Yeah, there you go. That looks kind of attractive and womany. So, 2?
Yeah.
It's going to be a good day. It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Start of a new life. Will you marry me?
Oh my God.
Are you gonna sleep at all tonight?
No, not quite.
It's 10:10 right now.
You know what that means?
What? At 11:30 tomorrow.
You'll be a married woman.
The night before my wedding, my closest friends were there for support.
You know, we can get all the advice and everything that we want to, but nobody can tell you how to be the ideal wife, like, to your husband.
I think as advice goes, I want to know, like, how to make myself feel comfortable in the first, few weeks of marriage, how to make myself less nervous.
I think there's a lot of truth to the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. No man's gonna be like, oh, just hold me, like, let's just cuddle, yeah. I want a sandwich.
My childhood's over. It's time to be a woman.
I think the biggest thing is that you have to have realistic expectations, and if you freak out and lock yourself in a bathroom, like, that's okay.
I even checked the doors in these hotel rooms to see if there was a lock. I was like, okay, hold on.
Yeah. You checked the bathroom door?
Yeah. It wasn't like fear of him, it was fear of being with him.
I'll be fine. You just be yourself. You're gonna be fine.
I was definitely scared to be with a man for the first time.
It's my wedding day.
I was kind of stuck in this spot. Face the door and smile. Frozen.
Oh my God. This day is my wedding day. Finally, waiting for it from 30 years ago. I'm very excited, but scared. I used to sleep by myself in my room from so many years, so I have someone to share the room with. So it's scary.
I'm gonna put on some black eyeliner around.
Last night, I think I slept a total of 30 minutes. Like, really, nothing.
So tell me, why can't we do all the whole makeup right now?
In my culture, we only wear eyeliner.
Okay.
I was 6 years old when I first started daydreaming about my wedding. I dreamt of, the white dress, Is there any way we can put my hair like down and with the tiara like in the middle of? Yeah, I thought it would actually be difficult to find my American dream style wedding dress and also have it be modest. Gonna look pretty for today. We were trying on dresses and I put on this dress and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the dress. And my mom goes, okay, how are we gonna cover this? She goes around the corner and oh my god, this beautiful white cape comes out of nowhere. It was like perfect.
Okay, you need to get ready.
That little loop is in. After I got my hair done, it was like go time. We're so late, we're so late. My breath was, oh my gosh, what's going on? I look down and I'm in a white dress and I go, oh my gosh, I'm getting married. I wasn't in the room when the actual ceremony was going on.
The Quran states that spouses are garments unto each other.
There are Islamic regulations to a Muslim wedding. There has to be, someone to conduct the ceremony or the nikah.
There are 4 main elements to the marriage in Islam.
Promise's father was her, wali, her guardian. I was primarily there for Promise. She wanted me to be the first one to tell her that she was, Mrs. Elwaseif.
After I got my hair done, it was like go time. We're so late, we're so late. My breath was, oh my gosh, what's going on? I look down and I'm in a white dress and I go, oh my gosh, I'm getting married. I wasn't in the room when the actual ceremony was going on.
The Quran states that spouses are garments unto each other.
There are Islamic regulations to a Muslim wedding. There has to be, someone to conduct the ceremony or the nikah.
There are 4 main elements to the marriage in Islam.
Promise's father was her, wali, her guardian. I was primarily there for Promise. She wanted me to be the first one to tell her that she was, Mrs. Elwaseif.
The secret to success is to be able to compromise for the one who mattered the most in your life.
Promise and I do have a very unique relationship. She's a person who finishes my sentences, who reads my mind. It's going to be sad that, I've lost that.
I will now turn to Brother Mahrith Hassan Elwaseif.
After a 30-minute ceremony, Promise and Tarek are officially husband and wife. Now, for the first time, Tarek will finally see his bride uncovered.
My mom came in, you're married! I'm like, what? Honey, face the door and smile. I was kind of stuck in this spot, like frozen. I was waiting for my prince to come and take me away.
Because Promise chose to have her hair uncovered, the production crew was unable to film her.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, you look so pretty.
They opened the doors to my prince, who I could not stare at, who I had my eyes to the floor.
Oh my god, finally I see you over there. Wow. You cannot express this by words. It's amazing. It was amazing.
So let's get a little closer.
Tarek and I, during the wedding, we were as close as we've ever been. Are you allergic to anything? It's the first time I've ever, had contact with a man. It's different.
How was
it's okay. Looks pretty small here.
He did try to do everything in his power to make me less nervous, but as soon as Janelle said, okay, it's time to leave, my nervous system was going through shock.
Promise?
Can you imagine the fear that was in me?
Congratulations.
Thanks. Thank you.
When I first sat into the limo and they shut the door, definitely thought I was gonna throw up.
After the wedding, Promise and Tarek return to the hotel, where they'll spend their first night alone together.
Come on, promise?
It was really scary. Not ever having contact with him alone. Can you imagine the fear that was in me?
She's nervous. I'm very excited because from 2 years, I didn't see anything on here other than face and hand, even shaking hand. Now, you know, after getting married, I'm allowed to do everything. Would you like to play again?
Sure.
But my job was just trying to make her comfortable. If we have children, what will they be like?
I think I would like them to inherit good kindness. What do we want said about us as a couple? That they're happy?
This is the first answer came to my mind. Yeah, that we are happy. But better answer for me is that they are unique.
I think Tarek knew that I wasn't ready to like have physical contact. He knew I wasn't ready. He could see it. So he gave me time to compose myself. And then there comes his hand.
When did we realize we were in love?
That first contact, it felt like static electricity growing from my hands all the way throughout my entire body. It was definitely something life-changing. It went into my brain and it's stuck there forever.
How does it feel to be married? Weird. I felt a sense of contentment when I saw how Promise and Tarek were with, each other the day after the wedding. That they were, very happy with each other, excited, exhilarated. You look so beautiful yesterday. I saw some pictures of you last night.
After the wedding, Tarek and I made a deal that we were gonna take it slow, just get to know each other. So last night we talked. We talked about everything that we hadn't talked about before. And our hands never separated.
They should say, Tarek, I like you.
Don't say Uncle Tarek.
Now I can breathe, I feel more comfortable. She feels more comfortable as well. I also lucky. Again, to a promise.
I told the audience I should be open all their presents and see what they are and then wrap them back up again and tell them they didn't look.
I'm extremely happy. I don't think happy isn't the word. And excited isn't either. There's no words to describe how I feel.